everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a great day so far. Today I thought it'd be kind of fun to tell you a little bit about my cosmetology experience. I graduated from cosmetology school last August, and when I started cosmetology school I wanted to know a little bit more about it, so I YouTubed and Googled some stuff. So I thought I'd make a video just because there weren't that many videos out on this specific topic. I went to WCTC, which is Waukesha County Technical College in Wisconsin. I went to a technical college mostly because I went there for my business management associate's degree, and I love the school, love the campus, love the teachers, everything I just loved about it. I was living back with my parents back then, so that was probably 12 minutes away from my house, which is awesome. Now it's probably about 20 minutes away from my house, but it's still pretty closer than any private cosmetology school. The closest one I believe is a half an hour away from here. But another reason why I went to a technical college is because it is cheaper, and the education isn't cheaper. The education is almost the same or even better in my opinion, and they offer a lot of classes. Some private schools don't teach makeup or don't teach nails. Sorry about the lighting, it's very cloudy outside, but I really wanted to film this video today. But I wanted a school that taught Pivot Point, which is a great fundamental textbook. And so this is the book I got taught out of. It's called Salon Fundamentals, and it is by Pivot Point, which is probably one of the oldest fundamental books that cosmetology schools use. So I definitely wanted to be taught that, because as you can see, I don't know, you can't see, but it teaches everything there is to know about hair, skin, nails, anything on the human body that you could possibly need to know is in this textbook, which is really important and why I definitely wanted to go to a school that taught through this book. So that was awesome. Plus, all the teachers have already been in the field for years and years, so rather than getting taught by an education degree, you're getting taught by a person that's been in the cosmetology field for a long time, which I think is really important, especially if you're learning something that is hands-on, that changes day to day, and that isn't like a textbook day in and day out, this is what you do. I think that is really important because experience definitely needs to be shared in order to teach very well. So it was something that was very important to me as well. I'm not going to talk about private schools very much because I didn't do too much research on them, but I really wanted a school that had a smaller class, so it's more hands-on. I didn't want a school that had like 30 people in a room being taught by 2 people, because I just don't learn in a good setting like that. I like more hands-on and smaller classes. I like to be able to get to know my teachers and them to get to know me. So that is exactly what I got. I loved every minute of my schooling. The teachers at WCTC right now are amazing. They love every person that attends. They put their heart and soul into every day, and you can tell by how well you do and past students have done. They have an amazing record for people that pass the state exam at the end. I believe they don't have anybody that has never, like, I don't think they have never not had someone pass, which is a record that probably most schools don't hold. So that is really cool as well. I'll tell you about some of the classes. Nail classes, so we learned pedicures, manicures, we learned everything about the nail bed, how they work. If you stub your toe, they might not grow back. How to paint, how to do shellac, how to do a French manicure. We didn't learn hard gels really, or acrylics. I think they stopped that either at our class or the class before. But WCTC does have a nail program, so if you're interested, you can take the nail program. I believe it's a semester, so it's not even that long. But they go plenty in depth with nails. Skin, you learn a ton about facials, the skin, your skin type, what you need to do to help your skin to be more moisturized and healthy and acne free and all that good stuff. Also learned makeup, what colors look best on what skin types and what facial types look best with either highlighting or bronzing. Pretty basic makeup lesson. We didn't go too in depth with that, but we also learned like waxing and massage and scalp massage. So we go into hair cutting. We learned barbering, which I don't know if every school does do that, but we learned barbering, which is classic men's haircuts using the razor, the shave. We learned color, we learned cutting, we learned balayage, we learned everything there is to know about color. We've learned it from the basics on how to apply, on how to mix, correct, how to cover gray. Obviously we learned cutting hair and every single hair texture that there is, we cut. And we learned chemical texturizing, which perming, relaxing, and reforming. We practiced the curliest curls to the straightest straights. Obviously through color and chemical texturizing, you learn plenty of chemistry and how chemicals affect the hair and the skin and what to do and what not to do. And we didn't just learn hair, skin, and nails, we also learned like business basics. So if you didn't take a business management program like me, you would still get a pretty good business background, even just going through this cosmetology course. We went through cosmetology law, which is what can you do and not do in the salon. We had personal growth and development classes. We had plenty of opportunities to build our communication skills with talking to people, and our marketing. We had a marketing class on how to self-market, because that's really important in the cosmetology industry, because you are oh my gosh, it's really dark now. I think it's gonna rain. Okay. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Oh yeah, business. So we had a ton of business classes and opportunities to be able to grow your confidence, to grow your personal image and your marketing strategy. And we also did what's called a mock board, which is a class, I believe it's only a couple weeks at the end, where you learn everything about the state board test and you learn everything that will get you to pass, like what to pack, what to do, what not to do, where to go. Another thing that was really cool was we did externships, which is where you go to different salons and you just check it out, see where you want to end up being, what type of salon atmosphere you like or you would fit into. So we had to go to barbering salons, we had to go to salons near the area, we had to go to chain salon like Cost Cutters, and then private salons, and just get a taste and feel of a bunch of different ones, so we could kind of see what we liked, what atmosphere we liked, and what we thought we could fit into and would actually be interested in. One last thing that we did as a class, I don't know if they'll still be doing this, but we were able to fundraise a bunch of money, either through fundraisers, raising tips, selling products, and we were all able to go to Premiere Orlando for I think 3 days. We went 2 days to the Premiere Orlando show, and then 1 day we spent in Disney. So that was a blast, because in the show you could get any new product, any new technology, any new hair system that you could possibly imagine. So you get pretty excited about going into the industry once you've been to a hair show. So it pretty much gets you hooked and sunk, and then you pretty much are broke after, because you buy a lot of either makeup or brushes or you just buy a lot. It's huge and it was a lot of fun. And then obviously we did Disney and that was a blast. But to be able to do that with the people in your class and 2 of the teachers was a really cool experience, and I would totally do it again if I had the chance. But yeah, that's like our classes in a very small nutshell. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that cosmetology school isn't as easy as some may think. It's actually not. It's very time consuming. It takes a lot out of you during the day. You're standing most of the day. You come home and do homework for about an hour or 2 depending on the day. You wake up super early. You got to look good. You have to have full face of makeup and your hair done. You have to wear these little smocks and black everything. Each semester the start and stop times varied a little bit, but normally I believe class starts at 8, but that means everything is set up and you are dressed and ready to go. So that means you actually have to be there at 7:45 to get everything organized out from your locker and into the classroom, because you're dragging around this huge kit and you have to set up your station and everything. So you have to be there by 7:45 in the morning, and then you leave at 4 o'clock. So that's a pretty long day, and the day is spent either in classrooms, standing, or doing your own clients in the salon that they have. So by the end of your cosmetology year, you're pretty much doing clients for the majority of the time, and not as many classes. In the beginning though, you're doing all classes. It's really cool how they have it set up where you learn the basics right off the bat, and then you practice on mannequins, and then you bring people in to be tested on that type of haircut or that color, and then you're able to do it in the salon. And by the time you're able to do the majority of the cuts and the colors and the services, you're in the salon for either half the day or most of the day. So it's really cool that you get to learn the basics, but you also get to apply them. I love how that is all structured as well. At least in this school, they are very strict on being on time. That's when I was saying that when you have to have all of your equipment and your stuff set up before 8 o'clock. If you don't, you're docked points. If you miss a day, you're docked a lot of points. If you come late to class from lunch, you're docked points, and you only have so many to be docked from, or else your grade goes down. So it's not like an easy peasy, oh, I'm just gonna do cosmetology school because it sounds fun and I think it'll be really easy and easy to pass. I have to say that going through it already, it's not hard, but it's not easy. Like, the stuff you learn is pretty basic for the most part. Some of the law and chemistry is quite a bit to learn, and some of the vocab. But besides that, it's a pretty good breeze when you talk about like homework and stuff. Sometimes you have to take like a mannequin home and do a perm or a style or a haircut on them, which isn't too bad. But when it comes down to homework isn't bad at all when you talk about a normal college school versus cosmetology school. This is like completely different. I'm just talking about the day-to-day, what you need to do in a day. It gets to be a lot. It's not an easy breeze, and a lot of people don't end up finishing the program just because it is, you literally give a year of your life to that school. But if you just think about it, it's only a year, and one of my favorite years of my life, just because of how much I learned, how much I enjoyed it, and the friends I was able to make during it. It was definitely a blast. We had 12 girls in our class. One of the girls ended up leaving, I think, in the middle of the year. So for a total, there were 11 girls all year, and we just happened to not have any boys in our class. But definitely spending every single day with the same 12 girls, it was fun. It got a little cliquey at the end, but I think we worked around kind of the drama. It's just normal when you put 12 girls in the classroom together all year from 8 till 4. It's gonna happen. But if you work around the drama and some backbiting and stuff, it's not too bad. If you stay clear of it and don't participate like I did, you can do it that way and make it out with some good friends for sure. Plus, we were able to go to Orlando together, so that was even better. Another thing, I was pregnant for the majority of my cosmetology school experience, and I became pregnant in February, I believe. I only had a couple months of beauty school where I wasn't pregnant, and by the end I was like definitely pregnant. I could barely fit in my smock type of pregnant, and the teachers were awesome. They helped me a ton. They would let me either leave the area if there were a lot of chemicals in the air, or the other students would help me out with taking my bag, like literally taking my huge kit and putting it in my car because it's so heavy and you can't lift heavy things when you're pregnant. So, I mean, being pregnant and going through cosmetology school isn't easy, but it's definitely not hard. Like, you can totally do it. I had my daughter in October, so I believe I spent half of my first trimester and then all of second trimester in beauty school. And the only tough thing was by the end there, we were standing all day every day, and that was a little hard on the legs. One really exciting thing is I believe the salon at WCTC is being redone right now. So I think either they're done now or they're going to be done pretty soon here. But they're going to have completely new classrooms and a new salon. So if you are interested, you should go check it out. I will be heading that way pretty soon here just to take a look. But if you are interested, they do have a night cosmetology program, which is a 2-year program. So you'd just be going, I believe it's 3 or 4 weeknights, and then it's drawn out for 2 years. So the program that I did was the 1-year program, August to August, and that was an 8 to 4 for the majority of the year. And then if you're interested in doing nails, they also have a nail program as well, which I believe they just started maybe last year or the year before. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. If you wanted another video on either what I got in my kit or how my state exam went, kind of what to be prepared for there, or more specific video related to this topic, please let me know in the comment section below. This is not a paid video. I just wanted to talk about it and hope that it would help anybody that is looking for a cosmetology school or maybe is interested in the cosmetology field. And if you have any simple questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer them. This video is not a paid video. I just wanted to do it because I love my school. I love the cosmetology program. I love the cosmetology field and everything about it. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and feel free to comment me in the comment section. I'd love to talk to you guys. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Bye.